souls, hello one and all. Welcome to Grandma D's house, where you can be you, I can be me, and we'll learn from the magic book machine. We'll put some things in, then a story comes out to help us figure out what life is all about. So come and see Grandma D, Fifi, Brandon, and Ashley, 'cause when you're with them, you're with family. 1, 2, fiddly 3, it's Grandma D in the magic book machine.
Hey, reading friends!
Hi, reading friends!
Welcome to story time.
Mm-hmm.
Ash was just looking at clubs for next year.
Yeah, since we're not going back to school this year. Well, I don't know, Brandon. Did you join a club?
I joined the math club.
Oh, well, I don't see any clubs that interest me.
Well, I know you're good at drawing and singing.
Yeah, but I want to collect bugs. Is there a bug club?
Ew. Bug club.
See? No. God. Oh.
No, I just don't like bugs.
You like butterflies?
Yes?
Well, they're a bug.
Okay, I guess.
You don't get it.
No, see? I do get it. I see you love bugs. And just 'cause I don't, that doesn't mean I don't love you.
Well, I collect them. They're pretty and they're interesting. And they move around so silly. Oh. Reading friends, do you have a favorite bug?
Well, I guess butterflies and bees are pretty cool.
Oh, good. I'm glad you see. Thanks, brother.
And hey, if there isn't a club, you could always start one.
That's a great idea. Oh, that means there might be other kids out there like me who like bugs.
Yep. Staying true to yourself and who you are will take you far in life, Grandma says.
Grandma's the best. She gives the best advice.
You know, Ash, we really have to start story time.
Oh, story time. Reading friends. I'm just over here being me.
Oh, Ash. Since we were talking about being ourselves, I know exactly what book to read.
Oh.
Earl the Squirrel by George Scherber, with illustrations by Bridget Spicer. Our community has a new, rather unique little squirrel. Here's his story. Right from the beginning, Earl was different than the other squirrels. He had one enormous front tooth. As Earl grew, his tooth grew too. That tooth made it hard to whistle. And as you might expect, he had to use twice as much toothpaste. All the other squirrels in the neighborhood knew who he was on Halloween. Although there was a solution to that problem. There were no big problems until Earl's first day of school. Everything went wrong. It was all the tooth's fault. When asked to shell acorns, every other squirrel left a pile of broken nutshells. Earl didn't. He couldn't do what every squirrel was expected to: crack nuts. Earl ran home crying. He cried so hard he could hardly see. Then, to make matters worse, Earl tripped over his own tooth. And he fell. Luckily, on the way down, that big tooth snagged a branch and left him safely hanging from a limb. Earl could have been hurt. Instead, something curious happened. Without knowing quite how, Earl found himself having fun. He was using his big tooth to snag a limb here and a branch there, all at once. And for the first time, he really liked that tooth. His tooth had a wonderful new use. He could do some daring feats, no-handed. Maybe he couldn't crack a nut yet, but he could fly from branch to branch. More importantly, Earl discovered that the more he liked his tooth, the more he liked himself, and the more he smiled. That big smile helped Earl make new friends. For Earl's birthday, surprise! Earl's mom prepared his favorite cheesecake. And everyone sang, "You were born a year ago today. We baked a cake to celebrate. So blow the candle out." Earl turned his head so his tooth wouldn't be in the way, and he blew the candle out. Then Earl closed his eyes and made a wish. What do you suppose Earl wished for? The end.
Thanks, Brandon. Reading friends? Wow, that squirrel never gave up.
Nope.
And in the end, the more he loved himself, the more he became who he was supposed to be. I just love that book.
Well, reading friends, we sure are glad you came to read with us today.
And we hope you come back tomorrow. And reading friends, as Grandma Dee always says, we don't so much care for goodbyes. So for now, farewell.
Now, I'll just say,
It's time to say farewell for now, farewell,
farewell
for now,
for now.
It's time to say farewell for now, farewell,
Farewell
for now.
for now.
Our time has been such fun, our friendship's only just begun. So remember to share what you've learned with everyone. But it's time to say farewell for now, farewell,
Farewell
for now.
for now.
It's time to say farewell for now, farewell,
Farewell
for now.
for now.
Grandma Dee loves you, and everything you are, you can bet, will be with you even when we seem far. And so we'll say farewell for now, farewell,
Farewell
for now.
for now.
It's time to say farewell for now, farewell,
Farewell
for now.
for now.